I'm sure all of you are familiar with that infamous verse. When I was a child, I thought as a child, I spake as a child. You know, that's the Elizabethan English, but it's really spoke as a child. But when I became a man, it's master able and noble. I put away childish things. See, what is putting away childish things? Let me give you, my synopsis of that. Because when you look at things as a child, right, you're believing in things is meant to control you by fear, such as religion. See, people really don't believe in God. They believe in their fear, because fear is their God instead of their servant. So it's all really up to you. Do you want to see things as a child, or do you want to see things as an alchemist, scholar? Because a child looks at Christianity or Islam, as children, per se. Because a scholar or an alchemist understands that Christianity and Islam is really just sun and moon worship. And interpretation. Now, do you believe in God? I'm going to pose myself this very same question. Do I believe in God? Absolutely. Because that's my higher state of awareness. Now, beg you the other question. Do I believe in Lucifer? Do you believe in Lucifer? I mean, you probably believe in Lucifer as a child. Some of you believe as a scholar or as an alchemist. Either way, I believe in him as a form of alchemy. I like to utilize him wisely for my own personal preservation, as a light bearer. And the reason that I can be both one and the same is because it is in my DNA. As Sop, Horus, you think about it, right? The Eye of Horus, the light bringer, the gateway of the pyramid. That's the signs or the science of to know thyself, and God as Lucifer. See, when you know thyself and know God, it is almost impossible to be controlled by the powers that be, because they lose their grip on you once you tap into your psyche and figure out the intentions of the game being played right in front of you. See, this is all an attempt to trick, steal, or take away from your true essence, being, soul, and spirit, as well as the connection. See, the darkness in others tries to fool us into looking without, right? When we should have already been looking within during that time in the eternal now. and channeling that spell based on the happenstance, based on my heritage. I was born with certain gift, certain ability of root work, and I was learned by the elders in my family. So a lot of that has to do with my ability to manage my emotions framework, because there's many ways to actually have something taken care of. Yeah. Won't really get into that. I'm going to keep this PG and family friendly. Now, although I've made an effort not to tamper with it all throughout my life, but I haven't ignored it in its entirety. You have to, learn to utilize things in moderation. An excess of things or an excess of doing things sometimes is not good for the balance of the psyche. If you're looking at the yin and yang principle, the polarity of forces. In a lot of cases, for perfect balance, you have to exercise both of those forces. You have to find the right measurement and balance of when and exactly how to execute. Most people struggle to think, or are too lazy to think. I think intuitively. Seeing the forest through the trees. Seeing the victory right in the jaws of defeat. Knowing things that innate, things that were learned. Now I know how to perform. We are actually in a new moon, the crescent thereof, and as I said, do you see things as an alchemist, or do you see things as a child? Is fear your God, or is it your servant? It's a beautiful bride, or it's a horrible master. Those that know what I'm talking about, and those that don't are meant to know this is just a parable. Anyways, be merry and let your glasses be filled and your desires be granted. Peace and blessings.